Prohibition was the banning of the manufacturing, the selling, the buying, and the transportation of liquor. And the purpose of the 18th Amendment was so it would decrease tuberculosis, poverty, dependence, pressure on hospitals, asylums, and jails. The problems that people saw in society for alcohol was that it hurts the tone of muscles and lessens the product of laborers. It worsens the skill and endurance of artists. It hurts memory, increases industrial accidents, causes the diseases of the heart, liver, stomach, and kidney, increases the death rate from pneumonia, and lessens the body's natural immunity to disease. And they saw many more things of workers wasting their paychecks, getting drunk, and then later abusing their wives and children. People thought prohibition would solve these problems because the government had Dr. S.S. Goldwater, who was formerly known as one of the health commissioners of New York City, talk for prohibition, saying that it is believed that less consumption of alcohol by the community would mean less tuberculosis, less poverty, less dependence, less pressure on our hospitals, asylums, and jails. And also for the fact that they've been experiencing some of the effects already, like many diseases, like of how their immunity to disease is lessened when consuming alcohol. And most of them were women who didn't want alcohol anymore since their husbands, once they come back from home drunk and with no money to provide them, and would abuse them and their children. Some strategies that temperance advocates used to convince people to support prohibition was to put around posters with one showing the statistics of people who were alcoholic and then ones who weren't alcoholic, and then the next was the 3 birthrights that children are born with: to be well taken care of, to be well trained, and well cared for, along with many statistics and facts supported by scientists like Dr. S. Goldwater. I found that their arguments were convincing since the effects of drinking alcohol were like pretty scary, like disease that could lead to death. But at the time, I don't think people found their arguments convincing enough, because even after it was published, there were still people drinking at speakeasies, and they were just still drinking, so I don't think that they found them convincing. I think the author of Document B singled out immigrants because they said earlier that they thought immigrants were done with killing with a knife or a gun and decided they wanted to kill with alcohol.